Hello friends, it's me, Professor Cat, and in this video, we're going to take our kitty cat outside. That's a good kitty cat. There are many pet builds to choose from in Project Gorgon, however for me, none are more fun than spider animal handling. Today, we will be using 3 pets at the same time to dominate endgame content. Please bear with me as I can be a fast talker and some of the parts in this video are edited quickly. You may want to pause and rewind at certain points. Timestamps are down below in the description. If you are new to this channel, we are making guides for Project Gorgon that can be used by new and seasoned players alike. Please be sure to subscribe and check out more Project Gorgon videos after you learn how to create the ultimate pet build. What is the ultimate pet build? When I set out to create the ultimate pet build, I wanted to make sure it accomplished 2 goals. The first goal is having multiple pets. The more pets we have, the more ultimate this part becomes. The second goal is to create a build that is powerful across both solo and group endgame content. We will be using spider and animal handling because of the powerful poison synergy created between these 2 skills. We will be using a max stat Fey B created by Delderon, as well as 2 baby spiders. When choosing the mods and abilities for this ultimate pet build, I leaned entirely into the pet damage from animal handling and the baby spiders. All of the abilities chosen for this build are to support damage and survivability of all 3 pets. Finding gear for the ultimate pet build. It has been a couple of weeks for me since animal handling received major upgrades from development, and I have been collecting equipment from the Yellow Room for a spider animal handling set since this time. Every piece of equipment we will be using was found in the Yellow Room of the Nightmare Caves. You can teleport directly to the Yellow Room by entering the code 9554 into the teleportation machine. These codes are subject to change, so you may want to consult the wiki first, depending on how old this video is at the time of you watching. There are many opportunities to make my build more powerful from equipment upgrades. However, you will see how capable this build is when made on a budget. We will be using the Yellow Room equipment for the entirety of this video. This build is hosted on the Gorgon Explorer website, and a link to this can be found down below in the description. How to play the ultimate pet build. After I collected all of the equipment from the Yellow Room, I made an initial draft of this build on Gorgon Explorer, then started rolling the set. In my experience making numerous builds over the years, you can have all the ideas and theories in the world, but actually playing the build is needed to determine what the final version of any build will look like. We have a great opportunity to learn this build as we need to level our brand new B from level 1 to level 90. And after our B reaches level 90, we will make some final changes to the equipment for our build. When it comes to combat, the solo strategy we will be using is focused on kiting mobs with extreme speed. We will also be rooting, stunning, and fearing enemies as a method of crowd control for our pets to be the most effective. When we are not in need of keeping any of our 3 pets alive, we will be debuffing the enemy that they are attacking, then sitting back and watching how powerful these pets can be. When recording footage for this build, I was able to kill the healthy training dummy in 12 seconds. If we look at solo strategies, this build is also very capable of taking on elite enemies, but it's best to pluck the elite enemies off one at a time. We were able to solo the behemoths in Videria, as well as all of the elites in the Fey realm, including the nature elemental. This build is all poison damage, which might sound limiting. However, we can debuff our enemies by using Mark Weakness from Animal Handling, as well as poison debuffs from Grappling Web and Terrifying Bite from Spider. This powerful combination can allow us to damage enemies that are immune to poison. We were able to solo the Gargoyle event in Videria, killing the final boss, who is a tornado with 100,000 hit points and is also immune to poison. Not many builds can do this, even if the enemy isn't immune to their damage. The Fey bee we are using is also immune to poison itself. This means that our bee will not damage itself against reflective enemies like Oslars, refraction spiders, beetles, or manticores. When it comes to group play, this build is also very capable. If you don't have to worry about the survivability of your pets, you can focus on debuffing your enemies. I joined our friends Maka, Ranpier, Goatbuster, Toonchi, and Telka on an all-animal handling group dungeon run. All of us used poison synergy, and we dominated the 2022 boss Gauntlet. In another video, we will go over the details of this run. We all learned a lot about what's possible with group synergy. A link to this video is down below in the description.
Someone beat just crit for 30k.
So if this build is such a good choice for solo or group play, what's the catch? Downsides to playing with pets. If you have played the animal handling skill before, this part should come as no surprise. The pet mechanics can be a bit wonky at times, and at other times very unpredictable. It becomes frustrating when your pet doesn't do what you want it to. With time, you can sort of anticipate your pet's functions, even when the functions are a little bit buggy. The pet system is notably lacking hotkeys for simple orders like, go attack that monster right there. Pet builds are also very slow when it comes to taking on large groups of enemies. Your pet may be fast at killing an elite enemy, but by and large, pet builds will be slower choices for things like speed farming or power leveling. Sometimes, your pet will chase an enemy down a hallway, call for the entire room, then die, leaving you the sole target of a pull you never wanted. Then it comes to reviving your pet, and you will be reviving your pet a lot. Fairy players may have the easiest time with this feature, as the Fae have an option to revive their pet with Fae energy. For the non-fairy players, you will want to keep a stack of first aid kits in your inventory just for your pet. Luckily enough, you only need a good first aid kit to attempt to revive your pet. When it comes to survivability of your pet, notably armor can help a lot. Raising your pet's armor comes from mods on equipment as well as from your pet's level. As your pet levels up, you will notice it becomes much tankier. Final thoughts. This pet build is a lot of fun to play. I mean it. I have a blast zooming around as a spider and trying to avoid enemies while my army of poison bugs melt down anything in front of them. It's also fun to join a group with some of the many choices of group poison synergy. At the time of this video, Poison is king. There are many other pet options when it comes to animal handling. There are over 50 unique pets to choose from, and the types include rats, bears, big cats, and bees. There are also other skills that have pets that you may be interested in playing, like necromancy, giant bat, weather witching, or deer. Animal handling has had a lot of changes over the years, and the recent changes have catapulted it to becoming one of the most powerful skills in the game. But the game is still in beta, and things may change over time. For example, we may see improvements on some of the bugginess of getting your pet to do what you want. If you have a pet build that you like to play, let's start a discussion about it down below in the comment section. The comment section has been a great place for players sharing ideas. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this short video. I'm Professor Cat, and I'll see you in game.